He is live, good sir. Well, are we recording, good sir?
We are.
Cool. Okay, I'll edit it later. Alrighty, let the show begin. Oh no, I already ate it. Hello, and welcome to the IE Galaxy Podcast, the show that talks about the LA Galaxy from a fan's point of view. I'm your host, Salvador. Alongside me is my evergreen smoking friend, Fabian. Brother man, how are you today?
This car's pretty cool.
Is it?
Yeah.
Do you like it?
I like it.
You do?
Yeah. This was round 2, by the way, guys.
Yeah, round 2. So apparently, live stream sucked. Live stream was a terrible bust. If you guys saw that on Facebook, sorry for that inconvenience. That was just awful. You guys do not deserve that. You guys deserve better than that.
Awful.
Huge mistake. Huge mistake. You guys should never do that again. You guys should leave the United States. You guys are a disgrace to this organization, to this country. You guys need to leave.
I mean, I didn't say that, but you did.
I said it like that because I wanted to impersonate Donald Trump.
It's his words, not mine.
My words, my words. I put lime in my mouth. That's probably why. So cool. So how have you been? What's new with you, man?
I'm pretty good.
Awesome.
Yeah, man. Got some things I needed today.
Really?
Yeah, I did. It was pretty cool. I think you were there. We went to the Berlin. Oh, we went to the Berlin Wall. Remember?
Yeah. Me and Fabian went to
Berlin.
We went to Berlin. We literally came back from Berlin. No, we actually went to Verdemandt over there in northern part of San Bernardino, above Cal State San Bernardino. And there's actually a piece of the Berlin Wall there. I remember seeing that on Twitter. And yeah, there's a piece of the Berlin Wall in San Bernardino. I was like, you know what? We have to take a picture of this. And we did. We took a picture of it, and it's pretty cool. We'll post that up on Instagram once Fabian's done with the editing on his camera part.
Yes, we'll post it as soon as I can. I'll probably go home straight away, and then do it.
Yeah, so we'll post it maybe tomorrow or the next day.
Tomorrow. Stay tuned for that.
Stay tuned for that. Look forward for that. Me personally, I've been contemplating a lot on myself and pretty much how my future is, just on the personal side. I don't know. I just been I have some ideas of my own. I was thinking about doing taxes, being a tax guy. That was one idea I had in mind. I don't think it's too much of a problem for me as far as doing 60-hour course and paying the $500 and doing the test and getting all the all the the licensees and being official to the IRS and being approved by the California tax council or whatnot. That was just something that came up on my mind. I'm just pretty much thinking about that. I'm also thinking about some Galaxy games that I'm thinking about going with Fabian. We're gonna do all the rivalry games except the one up there to San Jose. Definitely planning that. I was planning on a train trip to Exposition Park, which is definitely doable, but getting the train ride back won't seem good because it's a 7:30 kickoff game at a Thursday night, and the game will most likely end around 9:30-ish, and the train schedules, it won't take us home back in time. We live very far away. So it seems pretty doubtful. But that was something that I had in mind. Maybe next year, if the rivalry game is earlier in the day, then we'll definitely do that next year. But yeah, Thursday night in downtown LA with a bunch of black and gold LAFC nonsense people. Fuck them.
Not literally.
Not literally. Speaking of fucking, which is not the best transition for outside of the pitch news. Look at that, how creative I am.
Yeah, man, you went straight from fucking to outside the pitch. Beautiful transition.
Well, I mean, you technically can do that. You can't do that on the pitch. That's one activity. Anyway,
that's a red card.
Well, we're gonna move on for that before I get any worse. So, Jersey Launch Party 2018 season ticket member holders can go to the Nova at LA Live on Sunday, January 21st from 6 to 9 p.m. and they're going to reveal a new jersey for the LA Galaxy. I think it's just a home jersey, not a third alternative kits, but definitely the I believe the home jersey. When you eat lime, it kind of makes your lips moist. It makes your voice moist. Does, yes. I want to throw that out there. So cool. So if you guys are season ticket member holders, which I don't think we're going to have a lot of those who listen to us, you can watch that from 6 to 9. I'm not sure if there's any streams or anything on television that will show that. The Galaxy should do that. The social media should post that live on Facebook or on Twitter. They should do that. I mean, I would definitely like to see the new kit and see how that goes. I heard it's kind of maybe the same colors. I think we're going to have a sash, like going from chest to abdomen. I don't know. Abdominals. Whatever.
We are not
the stomach area. The stomach area. I don't know. I want it to be
abs.
Yes, abs. So yeah, you guys. I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully, if they have a live stream, I'll definitely be watching that. Very excited to see a new kit. I'm not sure how long we're still staying with Herbalife on that sponsorship contract.
Herbalife is a scam.
It is. And we still have them across our chest for the Galaxy. I wouldn't even mind Spectrum being a sponsor.
Spectrum? Yeah. Get the name out there, you know.
Yeah, I think they. I don't like Spectrum neither because we don't have Spectrum.
You don't have Spectrum?
I don't. No.
I used to have Spectrum and then they took it off.
Really?
So now I can't watch Galaxy games.
Was when it was called Spectrum, or was when?
No, it was called Spectrum. Yeah, we had it like last week, but then we took it off.
Oh, you guys like test rated it or what?
Yeah, we test rated it, and then Dish was like, no. I'm like, alright.
Was it a free trial or something?
Huh?
A free trial?
Yeah, we were supposed to keep with Spectrum, but like Dish was being a bitch because Spectrum they pay your end of the contract bill.
Oh, okay.
But Dish didn't want to send us the actual bill. They just told us, so what's gonna happen is we're gonna take out the money, and we're gonna send you a statement saying we took out the money, but we're not gonna put how much it was. Yeah, they didn't want to do that because they didn't want us to leave.
Petty as fuck.
Yeah, fuck Dish. But they gave us a good channel, so.
Okay.
Fuck Dish still.
Okay. I have DirecTV, so I don't.
Yeah. Spectrum would have been cool. Because then we could have a Galaxy. Could watch Galaxy in my house.
Yeah, we could, but I was thinking of another place to watch it because we don't have Spectrum. We don't. No.
Buffalo Wild Wings?
Sure, we can do that. There's one in Colton which is closer, but Buffalo's fine.
Buffalo, yeah.
Is it
the pizzeria?
Yeah, the pizzeria that I was mentioning. Or there's Boston's up here. I know. No, I was with Aaron on that one. They do show. I know they had like when the World Cup was going on, they had like a buttload of flags outside, and they're kind of doing like some viewing parties there. Or Dave and Buster's was another one in Ontario. I think I mentioned in the last podcast all the American Outlaws hang out there to watch their games. Just stuff to think about. Moving on. So this is a Qatari team, and it's going to be hard to pronounce. Al Gharafa. Dealed Wesley Sneijder, I believe, this week. They inked him, and they got him from OCG Nice from France. And so Wesley Sneijder's not going to be coming to LA, not to the Galaxy or LAFC. Is it me, or is it kind of like this new, this old generation of Dutch players? All these, like 2014 World Cup Dutch players are retiring, and it looks. I'm not sure if they're gonna have a new seed of young and upcoming players coming from the Dutch. But that's just international talk. All I know is Cleeson Citizen from Barcelona seems to be promising as a goalkeeper for the Dutch. Like Robin Robin Van Persie, Iron Robin, and Aaron Snyder were like the big three for the Dutch back in 2014. Now they're all kind of just in decline, and
Yeah. That's what happens. You get old.
you get old. We'll see who the new Dutch people will come up. So yeah, Wesley Snyder out for not coming to LA. You look like a homosexual with that scarf and that shirt. The color of it. You look like what's that big guy from? My mom was just watching it right now. It was like Three Families on ABC.
Modern Family.
Modern Family. You look like the gay guy from Modern Family. That's funny.
Oh yeah, you usually like Salvador.
I do look like Salvador. I've been told. Cool. Call-ups. The United States men's national team called for.
What's up then?
They called for Gyasi Zardes to be in the January camp as they take on Bosnia and Herzegovina on January 28th. Dave Sarakin called Gyasi Zardes, who has 37 caps and 6 goals for the United States men's national team. What's your thoughts on that?
Zardes is trash.
That's it? That's it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Be better.
Be better. Yeah, I mean, Dave Sarakin, former Galaxy staff member. I believe for Zardes, he needs a new scenario. He needs to improve on himself and just get out of the rut that he's in, because it's not really sure why he's performing like this. Then again, he only had one good season, right? Only one good season, and the hype kind of just followed up after that. So, if first off, he needs a new place to. We're recording. Hello, I knew that though. I knew we were recording. Anyways, yeah, he needs a new setting, a new place to kind of just start anew on his. On his career, because he's just not getting it. His first touch is awful, and maybe it's just he needs a different. I think he's kind of like an environment person. It's just like he needs the right environment in order to progress, because he's not getting that anymore. So I think will he do good? Will this be a positive outcome? I mean, maybe with the friendly against Bosnia. No, not a big deal. Of course, it is a friendly, and this is kind of like a C team. A lot of MLS on this United States team roster to take on Bosnia. They're not going through a World Cup or anything, so.
Is Pulisic going to be on it?
No, not even. No, it's just a bunch of like
Bunch
B
of
team, C team. That's what's going on.
Nope. I'm just kidding. No, they're not. They're not nobodies.
They're
They're
MLS
MLS
famous. MLS famous. Imagine that MLS famous.
MLS famous. You're famous in America. Good job.
Yeah, and when you mean by America, only like certain big market cities in the United States. They don't know who you are in like fucking that Montana or whatever. Cool. Yeah.
cocaine?
So what was that?
So you drink cocaine, man?
Maybe. With this
Cocaine.
with this season coming up, yeah. Cocaine. Cool. So now we'll move on to transfer rumors. Galaxy are rumored to get Rodrigo Aguirre via loan. International reporter on Twitter tweeted out that 23-year-old Uruguay striker could come to the LA Galaxy on loan. The left-footed forward was on loan for Nacional in Uruguay. Some things to take away from him: he scored 13 goals in 26 appearances for Nacional in Uruguay. He does have an injury on his knee. I think doctors are still checking on his status. And then he's contracted by Unidense. So he is Unidense property, and he's been on loans to other teams. But Nacional is pretty much where he got his big break. And a striker, nevertheless. A pretty penny. He's worth, I think, like 600 plus. But to get him on loan, I mean, kind of seem optimistic. What's your thoughts, Fabian?
Striker, that's what we need, man. And he's super young.
23 years old.
That's a lot of room to work with.
You know, he's only 2 years older than us.
Yeah, he is.
And he might play for the Galaxy, and we're over here just talking about him.
Yeah, because we're trash.
Pulisic's younger than us.
Yeah, he's like 18, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing great things, man. Good job for him.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like,
He
for
was
us.
born the year 2000.
Fuck. I mean, I was born in 96, and I'm not, like, that far off from 2000. But yeah, he doesn't, like, remember 9/11, which is crazy.
Right?
I find it, like, when you meet people that don't remember 9/11, like, fuck.
When you don't remember, like, historic events that happened when we were still.
I was in preschool when that happened, yeah.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Anyways, moving on. That got really sad out of nowhere. Optimistic about him. Yeah, he is injured, which is a tendency for the LA Galaxy. We get injured players. This guy has an injury on his knee. But, yeah, he's been in and out of loans. It kind of does seem... not sure if it's official, because the tweets and other mentions saying that he's already on his way to the LA Galaxy. Like, there's already fans saying that they already miss him, and that, they're sad to see him go to a mediocre league like the MLS. But, I'm not calling it official. That's why I'm putting it on the transfer rumors section, because, there's no official word by the LA Galaxy. I mean, their PR sucks. But, no official report. It's just pretty much word of mouth, which is a lot of Latino reporters. It's just pretty much word of mouth. But then again, that's like most transfer rumors, everything. It's just word of mouth. But I will guarantee you it is not confirmed. I personally don't feel it's not confirmed. Just based off what I see in social media, it kind of just feels like it's already in progress.
Mm-hmm.
I said a lot without breathing. Moving on. Another transfer rumor, the LA Galaxy are looking to get 25-year-old goalkeeper Brian Silvestre, who plays for North Carolina FC in the USL division, USL League, which they used to be in the NASL, but now they got dumped to the USL because of the NSL sucking eggs as a structure of a league. Brian Silvestre has 5 shutouts while he was playing with the Philadelphia Union in 2015, and that was when he was on loan. And big takeaway is this man is 6'5". What are your thoughts, baby?
6'5". He's a giant.
He's a giant. Huge giant. Huge giant.
Huge in size.
I saw some YouTube videos of the guy, and
he can block balls.
He can block balls. That's an important trait for a goalkeeper. Very traditional in his stoppings or whatever. Very big. So any aerial threats from headers to corner kicks, that's covered by him. Let's see what else was good about him. I did see when players do those low shots at him, like kind of aiming towards his feet. He kind of does that. I moved the desk.
I felt that.
Yes.
Sorry,
I didn't block that. Anyway, so he would just leg block it, and he does. There was like a couple of shots where that happened. So a pretty textbook guy as far as goalkeeping. It's just he has the advantage of being 6'5", which is awesome. So I think when I just looked at his wiki, it was just he couldn't catch a break. He was just on loans to other teams. Like he started out with Vancouver. Drafted him. I think they drafted him. I'm not too sure. In 2011, then by 2012 they dropped him off at the U23, Vancouver, and he didn't really do much. And then I think he went to Pittsburgh Riverhounds or Tampa Bay, whatever, and then he was on loan to Philly, which is kind of like one of his outstanding performances in the MLS. And then once he went to North Carolina last year, was pretty much his only standout year because North Carolina went to the semifinals of the North American Soccer League. So I kind of feel like, why is he not getting that big break despite the fact that he's like 25 and, but then again, all the YouTube videos that I've seen, I mean, don't It's they only show you the good stuff, right? They only show you the good stuff. But yeah, I see. The size. You gotta take advantage of that, man.
Yeah, maybe LA Galaxy could be his big break.
Maybe like I'm having like those kind of thoughts too because it's like a good bench. A good bench goalkeeper, you see him at U.S. Open Cup games because you definitely want to take advantage of that size, and this guy's already better than Diop, dude, by a mile, and yeah, no, I definitely like the size, and he doesn't make simple mistakes. He's pretty disciplined. He's kind of aggressive towards those one-on-one situations. He'll go out there and pounce it.
He'll fucking punch you.
That would be funny if he does. Just
not in my box.
Not in my house, yeah. Yeah, but I like that. Me personally, as a goalkeeper, when they just go in and grab it, especially on one-on-one situations.
Suplex those motherfuckers.
Yeah, potentially. Cause me personally, on a one-on-one situation, I would just like a tiger, just grab that ball, just grab that ball. While other ones, they kind of do this mime shit. They're just like, where are you gonna kick it? Where are you gonna kick it? Where are you gonna kick it? I hate that shit, dude. And especially when you're kind of maybe a little bit farther than where you are and you have the ball. I would pounce and get the ball, not literally pounce. I would just go straight for the ball. I would not just do this while you're just not even 5 feet away from me. I see that a lot. I see that a lot in soccer, and that pisses me off. But then again, I'm pretty aggressive, and sometimes I do lack some discipline in how I tackle the ball.
Break those legs, bro.
I said I could potentially break some legs. I could hurt some people. So those are the only transfer rumors that we got so far. Pretty optimistic about the Aguirre. Not sure if it's official, but I did see his YouTube stuff, and very typical South American striker. He knows exactly what he's doing. Good flair with the nutmegs. He's pretty good on the dribble, as far as those hard dribbles where you kind of just push the ball forward and 5 or 6 feet away from you, catch up running, how Ronaldo dribbles.
Yeah,
that's kind of how Aguirre does it. And just seeing his stats, just seeing his videos, I should say. I saw one nutmeg, which is pretty cute. But then again, he's pretty textbook striker. He's good with how he strikes the ball and how he angles certain goals. Very key. Shooting positioning. He sometimes sets himself up and knows how to do it. He just seems like he knows what he's doing. He has the intelligence there, which is very important for him to have. So if he teams up with Gio up there, that'd be cool. Just starting him off that loan, that's great because I don't want to pay $650 for this international forward. I don't think we have the roster capacity for another international spot. I'm not too sure, and nor do I want to spend all that money on a guy who has a knee injury. But just to test the waters on him on loan, just to see how he works out, I wouldn't mind that because again, the solution to the MLS is South American talent. South America. Cool. So now we're moving on to another transfer rumor that doesn't necessarily affect or relate to the LA Galaxy currently. Landon Donovan was rumored to go play in León. A León reporter said that Landon Donovan stayed at León and talked to the manager, Gustavo Diaz. León Twitter later on reacted to it, sending some memes. There was a meme or a funny picture.
Memes, bro.
It was just oh, Captain America, you mean like this? And they show a Captain America picture of him going into the D-Day on those boats.
Sooner or later, we're gonna have contacts made out of emojis, any memes.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's the future.
That caught me off guard.
That's the future. We're gonna send each other memes. They're hey, do you want to play for the Galaxy? And it's gonna be a meme, and they're gonna send a meme back saying yes. That's the future.
That's how news breaks out with these official accounts. Yeah. So I'm not sure if it really happened. It's just Twitter noise. That's what it seems to me. I don't really know if there's anything official. Landon Donovan hasn't tweeted out anything to debunk or confirm that these are true. But I did know one thing. I was actually talking to my dad before the show started, and he was saying how he saw on ESPN Deportes that Leon signed a Jamaican player. I'm not sure his first name. His last name was Giles, or Giles Gales, something like that. And he signed this Jamaican player, and it turns out that Jamaican player has the same agent as Landon Donovan. So that's pretty much all my dad told me. He didn't tell me anything else about this whole thing. But I'm just like thinking about what's going through my mind right now. Landon Donovan does have, I guess, some time, right? He has some open time. I think it's been a season or two since he last played after coming back from the Galaxy for some apparent reason. So it's been like a season or two since he's. I think it was before. It was like when Bruce Arena left, that Landon Donovan left. So he's like 2 seasons without playing soccer. He wanted to do this MLS to San Diego campaign. He was trying to push that. Didn't really go through. I think he kind of just like let that go for a bit. I mean, he's still involved, but I think he wasn't as involved. He's not running for United States Soccer Federation.
He's not running for president.
He's not. He's not running for president. So he does have some time. He doesn't do
Maybe
any
he needs
big.
money. Maybe like the mortgage was higher than expected, and he's just like, I need a paycheck.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just surprised that why go with Leon, unless
of all teams, Leon, not like to America
he
or
no, like not that, but he could come back to Galaxy easy, or he could find like a spot in Galaxy.
yeah, come back to the Galaxy for the 3rd time. That works. But I don't know the reasoning either as to why this would be true. But all I know is that connection, that he has the same agent as the Jamaican.
Maybe.
I don't know the motive.
Maybe he's just bored. He's like, man, like, I miss playing soccer.
Maybe he does. Because I remember, like, once he retired, he started, like, picking up tennis. Before his second coming back to the Galaxy, he was playing tennis, and he wanted to continue his education. He went back to school to get a master's or some sort of degree in something. So I'm not sure with Landon Donovan. I don't know what's up, man.
He's bored.
He's probably bored. He's from Riverside.
Yeah, I think I looked it up once. I was bored. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna look up the U.S. American team. And just that Beckham. Wait, no, not Beckham. The fuck, Beckham's from England.
You said it.
But he did play for the Galaxy, so that's why I got confused. But yeah, Landon is from Riverside.
He is from Riverside.
So if anyone in the Empire has talent, submit your resume.
Yeah, represent, man.
Submit your resume to LA Galaxy. Give me a resume.
It's crazy
you'll
how
get a call back in 2 weeks.
Sure. Yeah. But it's pretty crazy how the Inland Empire, we do produce some good soccer players. I know Josie Altidore, I believe he's from San Bernardino, if I'm not mistaken.
Really?
No, Fontana.
Fontana?
Yeah, the boy from Fontana. He's a Fontana boy.
That's crazy.
That's why, like, sometimes I see him, if he acts ghetto, I'm like, yeah, he's an IE boy. He's a Fontana boy.
Fontana's not that bad.
Well, some parts are good.
Yeah, so it's always parts. It's not like San Bernardino where the whole city is bad.
Not the entire city. We went to Verdeman. That was nice.
Yeah, I'm saying, but like, compared to Fontana and San Bernardino's.
Yeah, there's a lot more bad parts in San Bernardino. But hey, it's like a lot of IE players out there, man. Just repping the world, dude.
Yeah.
You got a lot of talent out
for
there.
USA.
For USA.
Couldn't make it to the World Cup.
No. I bet that stings more than this lime I'm sucking on.
You sucking some limes?
Sucking
Are you
on
getting
some
ready?
limes. For what?
Never mind. Alright, let's keep going.
Anyways, speaking of IE people, I think like Raul Mendiola right now, he's hanging out in San Bernardino right now. Like I see his Instagram and he's like hanging out in San Bernardino a lot. I see a lot of his stories and shit. He's like hanging out in San Bernardino. It's like,
what's he doing here?
I know, right? Because he was born in he was born in Mexico, and then he's just pretty much chilling out here.
He has family over here?
And well, this is one. I'm not sure if he does, but one thing that I did know that I had this one friend back when I was working at a food factory, and I remember my dad was telling me that this the guy's name was Elmer. His name was Elmer, like Elmer Glue, and he used to play like that was his name. You make laugh or whatever. That was his actual name, Elmer Glue, Elmer Fudd, whatever you like to call it. So he used to play. My dad told me he used to play like 3rd division Mexican soccer, and he was a goalkeeper. And then I actually see like Mendiola's actually following him. I was like, oh shit.
Connections.
connections. So I'm just like, hey.
But we should have him to the podcast.
Fuck, that's what I'm thinking. I'm just like, hey, Elmer, buddy, Elmer. You know Mendiola? You know Mendiola? No Mendiola? No. Why does he follow you? Whatever. Anyways, we'll move on. That's it for the rumors. You have anything to add on any rumors?
London Donovan. Catch your bag, man. Catch that money. Follow the money. Just catch the case. Secure the bag, man.
Yes.
Do what you gotta do.
Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. Yeah, I'm pretty excited that, we're rumored to get a good striker. It's just the injuries kind of holding me back for that. And then the Brian Sylvester rumor.
How long is he gonna be out?
I'm not sure. I just saw in the tweet saying that the doctors in Italy are checking it out before. They're kind of just like reviewing it before he goes to LA.
Mhm.
So that's that. Yeah, so pretty optimistic for both of them. Cool. So now let's start with official news with some contracts and transfers. Ugh, excuse me, David.
Stop.
Why?
Burping. Fuck.
I ate.
Why'd you eat?
I'm naturally gassy.
Why'd you eat?
Because I had to consume food.
You're right. Alright, let's keep going.
I have to like the intake is for my stomach, and so my stomach can function to give me fuel for
Did
my
you
body.
eat gas?
I ate food that potentially gave me gas. This is the result of it. David Bingham and Servando Carrasco are officially signed. Yes, clap.
Two claps only.
Two claps because it's only two players.
Exactly.
I understand you. I understand you. It's pretty crazy how that one guy on Twitter the last episode said, "Oh, we're gonna get a player." Oh no, he asked if we wanted to get a striker.
A striker and a goalkeeper within 7 days.
So he's half right. Carrasco is a defensive midfielder, so he's right. We both of them officially signed.
Did we get a striker? Oh no, we're not confirmed to get a striker, right?
No, Aguirre is not official.
Not official, yeah.
Not official.
Not official. So
Not
you got the
official.
goalkeeper right.
Yeah, he was pretty close. Wow, he's like a fucking. He's like those guys with the globe, and you just like read the future and shit. So yeah, that was pretty good. He was spot on. That's crazy. I personally doubted him, but no, he proved me wrong.
Good for you. All of us wrong.
He proved all of us wrong. Good on him. So yeah, David Bingham and Servando Carrasco are official. So we have an official goalkeeper. Officially, we have one goalkeeper. Yeah, we don't have to rely on Cosmo, but it would be fun if we did rely on him. Cool, yeah, so excited for that. Carrasco kind of just seems like a depth player for the defensive mid, kind of just like in and out of the bench like Baggio. And then David Bingham kind of seems like the starter. I'm not sure if Sigi's going to plan on getting anyone to replace Bingham. Bingham kind of does seem like the starter so far. I could be wrong if Sigi does want to get another veteran player out of nowhere, but Bingham looks like he's the starter goalkeeper so far. Cool. Any thoughts on both Carrasco and Bingham?
Carrasco, defensive midfielder. How many midfielders do we have now?
Defensive midfielders?
Yeah.
We have 4, including him. So it'd be him, Carrasco, João, Jonah, Jonah, Carrasco, João, Jonah. I said Jonah twice.
You said Jonah twice. It was we forgot him last time too.
Fuck, are you serious?
Yeah.
They know there's 4. It was Jonah, Carrasco, Jonah, and João.
You said Jonah again.
I said Jonah twice?
Yes, you said Jonah first time.
Fuck. Jonah, João, Carrasco, and
It's like a weird name.
fuck. It wasn't Baggio. Baggio's like
It's a weird long name.
It's a weird long name, is it? Look it up, dude. Holy shit!
Don't you have the roster in there?
No, I threw that paper away.
Oh, you did have paper away. Alright,
Go look it up. Fuck, are you serious? I know there's 4. Are you shitting me? There's João, Jonah, Carrasco, and fuck, are you serious? Well, we're moving on as Fabian searches for that. I bet like a lot of the listeners are screaming at me. Holy shit, that was a brain fart. Wow.
Legit?
No, Leget's on the wing.
Holistic.
was sick, really.
Zhao. Okay, no, you said Zhao.
Joe.
Pele Van Anderholt.
Oh no, he's defensive.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Or was it? Or was it? No, it was 4. I said 4 last time. Well, you find it. So moving on. Officially, we did sign Perry Kitchen.
Boateng?
No, Boateng's on the wing. Oh, excuse me. I think there was only 3.
Holistic. Kitchen.
Kitchen! I just said him right now.
Oh.
Oh, it's because he's not. Yeah, we just signed him. So Galaxy did officially sign Perry Kitchen, who is the 4th defensive midfielder. Wow, that's crazy. So we're adding the Kitchen to the house, the LA Galaxy Universe house or whatever. So yeah, so he is our 4th defensive midfielder. It was official this week. Galaxy paid DC the rights, brought him over from Rendiers in Denmark, and now he's an official Galaxy player. I did kind of have my doubts of him last week or last show because he was having a lot of garbage performances, and you wanna my alarm's gonna set off. Just letting you know. Hold on. Where was my head? Perry Kitchen. Saw him playing at Hearts. I saw a 1-2 YouTube video of him playing at Hearts against the Celtic, and it seemed very. Thank you. It seemed very. It seemed very garbage to me, just the way he had terrible ball control, etc., etc. But then again, he's a defensive midfielder. You know, you're not supposed. You just stopped. You intercept possession, and kind of just give it back to your teammates. So again, MLS veteran, which is kind of something that is very important, especially in this league, because it's so unique that not the best Europeans or the best players in the world don't even cut out for this league for their old age. So I think a good MLS veteran to come back and to play for a Galaxy like ours, definitely a good addition. I won't knock it off anymore as considering it negative, but I kind of do see him pairing up with Jonah. I think those are going to be the 2 starters. Zhao and Carrasco will kind of just be the swamp bench players who will kind of just come in, and we'll see how that goes. I'm pretty optimistic about Kitchen. You have to know about the league to really be good at it, because some European players that come, they just don't understand that it's pretty different here. It's a pretty physical league. It's not necessarily the one that you just trip over your shoelace and get a red card and pretend that you're hurt like in the Liga MX. He's closing his eyes in front of
Crybabies.
Yeah, crybabies down there. So yeah, so it's a good signing. I think I was just pessimistic because I wanted the FO to get a striker because we didn't really need all those defensive midfielders. But now we have enough for the starting role and for bench, so that's good. It's all good. What are your thoughts on the Kitchen, man?
I mean, I better hope he's cooking up something good.
He says that pun because he actually wants to be a chef.
No, I just want to cook.
And there's a title for that.
Yeah, it's called Chef.
Yes.
Yes, yeah. I want him to cook me something good. Cause I'm fucking hungry.
Protein. Love it.
Fuck protein.
Excuse me?
Sorry?
Are you disregarding protein
Am I disregarding protein?
Are you?
No, it's just a joke.
Well, good. Protein is important. Is important.
Fuck carbs.
Carbs is a guilty pleasure. I don't have any.
Fine as fuck.
Oh fuck, dude! I ate like 3 of those yesterday.
You ate 3 panes?
Like pan dulce. Oh my god, I felt so disgusting.
You ate 3 of those? Oh my god.
I know, I felt so disgusting.
I drank 1.
I drank like with milk too, and my stomach was just it became round.
Damn, how'd it feel?
Like I said, a guilty pleasure. It felt good, but afterwards I'm like, oh my god, why? Moving on. To Galaxy 2 news. Josh Turnley, who said officially last year, that he was not going to stay with LA Galaxy. I believe he didn't want to sign a new contract, or the Galaxy didn't sign a new contract, or give him a new contract extension. So now he's going to go to Sacramento Republic, FC. So he got transferred over there. So again, a USL talent. He's still young. A lot of the Galaxy 2 players are young, so he kind of does a good situation. You know, any like Galaxy 2 players who are in there and who think they can, cut out for the Galaxy, because it was such a weird year last year for the fact that we brought a lot of G2 players to the first team, and then we just cut all of them because, it was plan was.
They were just like not good.
Yeah, they were not. Well, I mean, not that they were not good. It was just the whole plan fucked them up too. So USL going to USL. So happy for him. Hopefully he can break some legs over there in the USL and do good with Sacramento Republic. And then Alejandro Covarrubias is going to go to Fresno FC, who I believe have Foxes as a mascot. Not sure if there's a. You haven't. Have you ever been to Fresno?
I've been to Fresno once.
Oh, you probably don't remember, huh? Yeah, I never been to Fresno. I never went anything north of Bakersfield. So that's a sad life I have. So Covarrubias to Fresno, again another G2 talent going to USL team.
Yes, they are known as the Foxes.
Yeah, Foxes. That's what the mascot. Pretty weird. But so both of them. Hopefully they do well out there. Kind of the G2 seems a little constraints. We're losing a lot more players than we are gaining. So that's Galaxy 2 news. They haven't released a schedule or anything. I'm looking forward to that because I like watching them on YouTube. It's pretty fun, especially from last year. Holy shit, the Galaxy were so garbage last year. I watched a lot of G2 games.
They're bad.
Well, yeah, I remember. I don't know if you remember, we lost to Reno like 9-0. 9-0, dude. And like literally in that same week, I think the Galaxy lost to RSL like 6-1 or 6 or 5, like that kind of margin on the 4th of July game.
Yeah, you just gotta keep it up,
Fucking oh my god, that was so garbage. Especially Diop. Gives me a headache. 2017 gave me a headache.
Do you think anything's gonna be any better?
Well, I'm optimistic with the signings that we do have. The FO is just putting all the right pieces together. I think we need that one piece at striker and just pretty much getting any extra pieces for depth. But so far, I feel pretty optimistic about the roster changes that have been going on. Siggy, it looks like he's building a team that could sustain and hopefully do better. So I'm pretty optimistic about where the squad changes are going. So that's cool. Cool. You're cool. Cool. You are cool too, good sir. Thank you. With your glasses and your scarf, you look like a very, okay. We have any, we'll go to listeners / social media comments. You want to go check out and see if anyone...
Yeah, let me check.
Anyone left some questions for us or comments for this pod? If it's about the live stream, sorry you guys, the live stream was a bust. But I just wanted to learn and see how it worked out. So, but we're recording right now, and then we'll
kind of likes.
Okay.
But no comments so far. I'm looking.
That's on Twitter, or
that's on Twitter, and I also no comments on Twitter.
Okay. But yeah, so we're recording this that way you guys get to see how we look like and stuff, and just just to see it literally, instead of like just hear about it. Literally. So cool. So as Fabian gets to that, we'll move down to polls. Last week
we got a comment.
Cool. Let us hear it, man. Who's it from?
Alright, it's from Facebook. It's
What's the name?
He says Edward Zun.
Yeah. I know.
Sorry, I butchered your name. So he says, "Do you think Galaxy will do better this season?"
Mm-hmm.
Like for me, after preseason last season, I knew we were gonna be terrible, but not that terrible.
Is that all?
That is all, yes.
Okay. Thank you for the comment, Edward.
Shout out to Edward.
Edward, thank you for the comment and question. I was gonna wait till the preseason, and I was gonna think about another poll and just see how you guys feel where we will place at the 2018 season. Me personally, I feel like we, so I'll just go through it here about how I feel and what I expect. What I expect from this team, what I expect from the Galaxy as the crest and the reputation that we had, I expect them to at least choke in the playoffs. Somehow they qualify through a fifth or fourth seed qualification through the Western Conference, and probably choke in the first or second leg of the playoffs. That's what I expect because last season was supposed to be the quote unquote rebuilding season, and so that was a bust up. So this kind of seems like a more mature, a more realistic rebuilding because we actually are rebuilding because we're starting from scratch. So I do want us to at least choke in the playoffs, at least in the first or second leg. No, I mean like it's like that's the reputation that we have. That's the expectation that I want. How I actually see it, just based off the players that we have, that's why it's kind of waiting till preseason just to get a feel on how they are. But 2018, one thing I'll guarantee about 2018, me personally, is that we should be better than last year. We have to be better than 22nd in the MLS. So, I mean, LAFC, who are coming next season, will be 23 teams in the league. But we have to be better than last place in the season. We got to get rid of that fucking wooden spoon, man.
Get second to last place.
That's a joke. Thank God he was joking. But honestly, passionately, like being all serious, I really want us to at least make a run for the playoffs and just get that fifth seed and just fight for it, man. But no MLS Cup in my mind. Fuck, I spit on my notes. No MLS Cup that I feel for 2018 so far. I feel this is a rebuilding season. I think we're kind of building a team to rebuild and not necessarily a team to win a cup. I'm not sure if they're gonna make a U.S. Open Cup run because you can always do that because it's a tournament style thing. But yeah, so that's pretty much how I feel 2018 will be so far. What are your thoughts, dude?
I just hope they find a way.
Find a way.
I hope they find a way. Cause right now they don't know the way.
They don't.
But they need to know the way.
They need to know the way. Absolutely. Also, another thing I want to expect too is all the games that we will want to visit. I want us to beat our rivals, especially LAFC. Dude, that is like, if we are not going to do anything in the league, I think LAFC is like a priority that we have to beat. I think a lot of the fans would agree with me on that because
yeah, man, LAFC don't know the way.
They don't. They're just like these just come out of nowhere. Just these new and improved Chivas USA. You know what it was? Chivas USA, like how iPhones, they have to update their software. That's pretty much what Chivas USA did. They updated the software, and then now look at them. So we have 3 games against LAFC, and we have to win them all, and we have to beat the San Jose. Because we have to beat our rivals, dude.
Brother.
If we're not going to win them all, at least we have, at least win more than we lose. Yeah. So if we have 5 rivalry matches, we should have to win at least 3 of them.
5 of them.
5 of them, exactly. The lowest is 3. We can't be 2 and 5 against our rivals. We got to win all the rivalry games.
They can only lose 1. It has to be against San Jose. It can't be against LAFC. But.
Oh, I'm sorry. I made a blue flash.
Blue flash? We're still recording.
Cool. Anyways, so that's pretty much what I expect so far. Was there any other comments, questions, or was that pretty much it?
No, I think that's pretty much it.
Okay, cool. We'll go back to that poll I was mentioning. Last episode, I asked you guys if you guys were optimistic about the front office. We got the results back. 12 votes in total. No one voted on Facebook. We got one on Instagram who was optimistic, and that was like the Austrian guy who kind of just followed me to follow me. I don't think he follows the Galaxy or understands English. Or if he does, awesome. International fans, cool.
Hell yeah.
And then on Twitter, there was 11 votes, and I think it was like 70 or 73% who were not optimistic about the front office, and like around 30% were optimistic about the front office. So, so that was pretty much the results for the last poll. I would personally vote yes on being optimistic. I think you would be optimistic or not really?
I mean, I'm optimistic. I mean, they got pretty good signings this year, so I'm hoping that they learn their lesson.
Yeah, I hope they did. Of a big slap in the face, not a slap on the wrist, a big slap to the face, to understand how important this team is. Cool. So there's gonna be a new poll that I'm gonna post tomorrow. Hopefully, if I don't wake up late. We are going to. I'm gonna ask you guys if you guys are okay with David Bingham being goalkeeper, yes or no. So that's the poll that's gonna be posted tomorrow. I mean, I think Fabian's okay with Bingham being the goalkeeper.
Yeah, he's
For
top
us.
five. Top five. Top five. Top five.
Top five. I don't know what that means. You said top five though.
Top five. As in like top five goalkeepers.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So Bingham being a Smurf from San Jose was pretty much why I wanted this poll to happen. I just wanted to see if you guys are okay with the rival being a goalkeeper. I know some say no, some say yes. So I just want to get a feeling for you guys on that. I personally don't mind because, you know, a job's a job. What you do here, you gotta just give it your best. You can't just hold back to those old roots because he got dropped as a starting goalkeeper. I think he got replaced by another guy.
Really?
Yeah, that's pretty much why they don't want him anymore. Another guy kind of took his spot. So yeah, again, if you guys okay with David Bingham being an LA Galaxy goalkeeper? Yes or no? You can see those results on Friday on the polls and all social media accounts. Okay, cool. So a long night of fucking up on the stream and having to redo the podcast again, but at least we recorded it now to at least show you guys how we actually look. So we'll do our socials and goodbyes. Don't forget, you guys, to subscribe on iTunes, rate us, and give us an honest review, and follow us on SoundCloud. Fabio, shout out your socials.
You could, follow me on Twitter at ChampagneBobby, and you can follow me on Instagram at ChampagneBobby_.
That leave a bad taste in my mouth, and your quote as well. Fabian's the kind of guy, if you meet him in person, he is very silly and childish, and he's the kind of guy who says like sexual puns at inappropriate times. And you got a taste of it.
Tighter than a freshman.
Oh, that was just
Dude, that was the funniest shit ever.
senior gear? Junior gear.
No, it was
Junior gear.
junior year, yeah.
Yeah, me and Fabian had auto shop, and we are using like it was like the gun to put the bolts in the rims, like the lugs, I believe. And then I think I was trying to use it, or someone else was trying to use it.
It was David.
I think David.
It was David trying to use
David
it.
is a mutual friend of ours, and he was like, sticking it in, and he was like, or he already tightened it in. He was, and you know how the gun is like, it's already tight. It's like, tick, 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 tick. And then Fabian, he says his quote.
And everyone stopped and looked exactly like me. I was like, what the fuck?
He literally said,
It was just an off comment, and I got everyone's attention for it.
and then, it was just like, it really caught us off
like, what?
guard. Because he literally said, oh, it's tighter than a freshman. And I'm just like, tighter than a freshman. Good Lord.
Anyway,
Lord.
good memories.
Good memories, yeah. That's one thing we remember about Auto Shop. So yeah, tighter than a freshman. That's going to be the name of the show.
Tired of the freshman. You're not down.
I put it. I put fuck LAFC. I think they censored, the UK.
Oh, yeah?
You don't fucking listen to the...
Oh, yeah?
If you go on iTunes, it literally censors it. On SoundCloud, it doesn't, but on iTunes...
Alright, sure. We'll put that. We'll put tighter than a freshman.
Tighter than a freshman. That's the title of the show. Yeah, so that's Fabian's social. My social, you can follow me at... You can follow me on Facebook at Salvador Torres. The link will be in the description below. Dumbass, I swear. Yeah, you can follow me there. You can add me as a friend and see how my life is on there. I'm not really active on it. If you want to follow the fan page on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, you can go to the search bar and find us at IE Galaxy. And if you guys want to send us an email, it is lagalaxyfansie@gmail.com. That's all, no spaces. Again, that's lagalaxyfansie@gmail.com. There is an S after fan, so it's fansie. And with that, you guys will definitely work on the live stream and make sure that doesn't fuck up again. We'll try our best to get that up and working and make it stream how it's supposed to be. Again, sorry for that inconvenience that it didn't work out, but we had to try and see how it works out. But we learned our lesson, and we'll move forward from that. And we'll do another show when there's more news. So if you guys don't really know how we schedule things out, Fabian is usually free on Thursdays, which is most of the time we record. So you guys will be listening to this on Friday or on the weekend.
Thursday.
But Thursday is the day that we do record, so that's kind of like our schedule. Kind of like 6 p.m. is our time slot, and we finish when we fucking finish. Yeah. So that's pretty much how we schedule that, and we don't do it like every week. We kind of just do it when the news breaks out. And you having fun there? You done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That means so much to me.
You're welcome.
So yeah, that's pretty much it's kind of like bi-weekly, depending on if any news breaks out and stuff like that. And then we're gonna go to 4 games next season. So we won't be recording on those days. Like on that Thursday game when we go to Exposition Park, we won't be recording on that one.
Live stream it though, with our phones.
Yeah, we can. Well, not the pod. We'll just record us at the game.
Yeah.
Imagine us doing a pod.
Fuck, imagine.
And Carlos Vela misses. Ooh.